Good morning again. I'm going to try to make this quick. This is about all the scavengers. Anyway, I came out of beauty school and I got a job at this place up on Flatbush and Fenimore. I used to work with this girl named Marlene. All right, let me tell you about Marlene. She's Jamaican. She derived from the salon on Utica and New York Avenue. It was a popular beauty salon. I walked downstairs. My homegirl Vanessa introduced me to all these, Jamaican spots, and that was one of it. Marlene used to work there. Then Marlene opened up her spot on Flatbush. So I've heard. I never saw her over there because Vanessa's the one who was going over there to do her hair. I just met her when I started working for her. Anyway, Marlene used to pay me $150. Now, to be devil's advocate, she did ask me if it was enough, but I'll tell you when she asked me. I worked for her for a very short time, but when I worked for her, she wanted me to come in at 8, and then we wouldn't leave till like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Well, 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, what the fuck? And pay me $150. And then one day, she asked me to do something for her child. I think her son. Take him to the store and buy him lunch and babysit. I'm like, you didn't hire me as a babysitter. I'm sorry. I said I'm tired because I was tired because her store is always busy. She comes in like 11, 12 o'clock. Her store is always busy, always. But that's another story. Why it's so busy. And but her store was always busy, and I was always on my feet. So anytime I got a break, I just wanted to relax. So when I had a time off, when I had a few minutes to myself, she wanted me to go babysit her kid. I'm like, no. So needless to say, I stopped working there because I'm not your babysitter. And the way she asked, like I'm supposed to do it. No, I'm not supposed to do it. I'm not afraid of losing $150 job a week. I got money. It's just I needed the training as a hairstylist. And she was a good hairstylist. I think she still does hair, but she moved her spot. Her spot was a little spot on it's next to the ice cream parlor up on I think Fenimore and Flatbush. If you know where the ice cream parlor is, I think now it's like an idle spot or whatever. And then a tax place and then the dead end spot right there. Anyway, that was her spot, Marlene's spot. I forget the name of the spot. Don't get me wrong. I think she moved across the street, all glass thing now. Whatever. But yeah, she was paying me $150 and asked me if that's enough. I'm in your store till 8 o'clock in the morning till God knows when at night. And then I have to come in the next day and you only pay me $150. And you ask me, is that enough? No, you should have been using your head and say, no, that's not enough. You understand? Yes, I know I'm in training or whatever, but I'm still working. I'm still washing hair. I'm still dyeing hair. I'm still doing all the other stuff. I'm still on my feet every day. I'm still opening up the shop. I'm doing everything, and you paying me $150. I bounced, and then the hair school got me another place. So happened to be at one of Marlene's friends' spot over on Utica in Snyder. So she was trying to play the same thing to me too. And how I know they was friends because one day the lady who be walking around selling jewelry and stuff like that, she popped into the store. Yes, they was Jamaican, and she was talking to them and da 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 da. Da. So I guess she recognized me from Marlene's spot. So she, she started telling her that she used to work in Marlene's spot. Blah 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 blah. So anyway, she tried the same thing about any. So anyway, one day she called me. She tried the same thing. She told me to come in. She started telling me to come in early. So I came in early to open up her spot. I said, because it's part of this is part of the life of a beauty tech. People just try to just play you, because they want to sleep late. So now they want you to be manager to the store. They're not paying you no management money. They want you to open up their store so they can sleep late and you up. And so anyway, so I used to work there, and then some of the people used to bring their kids to the store. So one day I couldn't find a babysitter or something, and it was a Sunday, and I brought my son to the store because she asked me to do laundry that day. So, I was doing laundry, and I was thinking, me and my son, yeah, my ride or die. We was doing laundry, prepping the stuff for doing laundry, and he was in the salon. He was a little baby. He was like 3, 4. And he was sitting in the corner while I fold laundry and stuff like that. He was back and forth, and my son really went in with me. He really, anyway, yeah. So he's there helping me fold the stuff, whatever. So she calls me and she tells me how her boyfriend is coming. Her baby father is coming from Jamaica. He was some rapper, Jamaican artist, whatever. If I can lend him some money and she'll pay me back. So I said okay, but I didn't have the money on me. So when he came, I told him and I told her that I said if he can just stay here for a few minutes, I can run to the bank and get the money, and I'll lend him the money. So he came from the airport, came to the store, asked me for the money. I said, okay, stay right here 1 second, because the bank was like 2 stores down. So I said, Chase Bank, 2 or 3 stores down. It was down the block. And he got pissed off. He started saying swear words or whatever it is. He said, never mind, never mind. So she called me and she said, well, I actually lend him the money. Da, 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 da. I said, I told you I didn't have it on me. I had to go to the bank. I just asked him to stay here for a couple of minutes, and I'll run to the bank and get the money. And she because he was embarrassed, I guess. He's supposed to be some Jamaican artist, and he ain't got no money. So anyway, that's one of the stories. So anyway, she came in that Sunday evening. She saw my son, and she said, "Oh, you can't bring your son here no more." I'm like, "What do you mean?" She said, "Because this is a salon." Da 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 da. I'm like, "Well, I brought my son here. It's a Sunday. It's quiet, and I brought him here because everybody else bring their kids, and you don't say nothing. How come you saying something?" Because I was the only Trini in there. Everybody else was Jamaican. Not to say it had anything to do with it, but I'm just saying. So, she told me I can't bring my son up. I said, well, here's your keys. And I started packing my shit right in front of her. Deuces. You can have your spot, you can have your job, and let's go. Come on, Darrell, let's go. I'm not going to have nobody, not even my cousin, because even me and my cousin fell out, fuck with my son or tell me I can't do this for my son. And I can see, okay, it is a place of business. I can see that if nobody brought their kid in there, and they brought their kids during the week when it's busy, and nobody brought their kids, and it is a business place, I would agree with her. I would say, yes, ma'am, I won't bring him again. I'll take him home right now. Boom. But they always was bringing their kid. For some whatever reason, they couldn't find a babysitter or whatever, or just to chill in the spot with them. And I'm like, oh, really? So I can't bring my son? So I gave her key right then and there. As soon as she finished the sentence, I gave her a key, pack up all my stuff, grab my son, and we was out. It's unbelievable on something right there on Snyder and Utica Avenue. Yep. I think they changed the name, or it's still the same or whatever. Yeah, child. That's the story with her and Marlene. But they ended up knowing each other. So that's why she tried that, she wanted me to babysit her kids nonsense too. I'm like, listen, I'm not nobody's babysitter. Sorry, y'all don't pay me enough. And it's not like y'all nice to me or nothing. Y'all not nice to me, from even me, to be thinking about taking care of your kid. No, I'm not your babysitter. And you fucked up to me and you treat me all shitty. You think I'm desperate? No, I'm here for training. I'm here to learn how to do hair. I'm not here to because I'm starving and I need the money or whatever. Yes, I was a young mother, but I had other ways of making my money. if push comes to shove, I had other ways of making my money. I could go up in the city and work for my dad, or work for my other dad, work in construction, or I had other means of source. But I wanted to stick to the beauty business because I wanted to learn the beauty business, not because I was desperate. Huh, child, it's been real. Here's your keys. Peace.